All right, folks, on this side of the show, on this part of the show, we're going to talk about passing the torch. Is it too soon? Is it too late? It was it obvious. We got two of these guys, Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix Jr., Atlanta Falcons. What are we doing here, right, folks? So we all know that Kirk Cousins signed a $100 million contract with Atlanta Falcons. The $180 million was going to be a 4-year deal, $100 million guaranteed. Now, saying this, you thought that Kirk Cousins was going to be the starter for the next 2 or 3 years, but they drafted Michael Penix Jr. in the draft, and everything went downhill from that point on for Kirk Cousins. I think they played a lot of the mind games. They played a lot of the issues for Kirk Cousins, Michael Pickens. I think uh, they kind of told him that he was going to be the team lead sometime sooner than later. They probably told the opposite to Kirk Cousins, said that he's going to be part of the team for 2 or 3 years for sure. It didn't seem to work out for Kirk Cousins. He seemed to struggle. I feel like the team was behind Michael Pickens Jr. from the time that they drafted him. I think that the team did not have much confidence with Kirk Cousins, and they made him known it from the beginning. They're not going to tell you this now. They're not going to tell you last year. They're not going to tell you this year. But I'm sure after Darnell Mooney, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, and Michael Pickens, and the rest of the offense and defense line guys, 5 years after their career, they're going to tell you that they really didn't have nothing against Kirk Cousins. They just didn't think that he was the man. They didn't think that he was going to be able to get the job done, and they'd rather just give it to a rookie quarterback. But rookie quarterbacks seem to struggle all the time. Peyton Manning struggled. Uh, Tom Brady didn't play in his first year and a half for sure. It was behind Bledsoe. So you you have to understand that part of the football is doing your do's and your don'ts, and you have to do your diligence and everything else with it. And then you get the opportunity to become the starter. Kirk Cousins was uh, paid $180 million, $100 million guaranteed. I think Kirk Cousins made a sweet deal. I think that his time and moving on, passing on the torch, is now, and it's going to be now because what else are you going to do? I don't. We all know that he didn't have a great run in Washington Redskins, the team that he was drafted by. He had a great team with the Minnesota Vikings. Didn't really. He got them in the playoffs, but didn't really do anything, and things fell apart there as well. So, and I think that Kirk Cousins should be probably more appreciative than resentful at this point. And I'm not saying he is or isn't, but this is a time for him to be uh, ready, set, and just let it go. Do I think that if this year he's on the bench and he's coaching Penix Jr. and let's say there's no really need for him for the following year, they could just redo his contract and say, well, you can be on the team for less money or you can just retire. But the Falcons are not just going to give him. I don't see the Falcons giving him $100 million. I think that this Atlanta Falcons team will have a huge advantage with Michael Pickens on the field, just because he's a mobile quarterback. He'll line up the game for Bijan Robinson as running back. He'll uh, hit his spots for with Drake London and Darnell Mooney. And if Kyle Pitts is able to get healthy, that's something that you're going to see a lot of points being produced by Atlanta Falcons. Do I think that that could have been happening with Kirk Cousins? Probably not. He's just not that mobile. He's just going to be an in pocket quarterback. He's just going to be that guy that's going to get 3.5 seconds to release the ball, maybe 2.7 at least, and then do your thing. But If you don't have an offensive line guys that can protect him, and you have Michael Pickens Jr. in the backfield, you're going to create more opportunities. And I think this is a great opportunity for Michael Pickens Jr. And I don't see them not having a good year. I think their defense will let them down a little bit. I think that for some reason I think they'll go 9-7. I don't know if they'll go 10-7. I always say it'd be 9-8. So it'd be either 9-8 or 10-7. Do I think they go make the playoffs? I can't really tell you, but I think this is a good move for the Atlanta Falcons. I think Cousins is a great guy. He's going to be an excellent backup quarterback for this kid, Pickens Jr. And we have to see how it goes. So, good luck, Pickens Jr. I hope that you have a good year. Don't be Detroit. I'm all Detroit. So, there you go. This is this part of the episode. Dial me up on the Crazy Dre podcast show on YouTube, Patreon. Hear me out. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I'm out of here.